What is up, YouTube? Mr. Gamerz here, coming to you live from Apache Junction, Arizona. Kind of a little tiny little town. There's two Goodwills out here that I'm going to be going to in a minute. Kind of a gloomy day, as you can see. Not the best day. It's not cold, but it is cloudy and it's pretty windy. It's a little town out here. It's been around since the 1800s, I believe. It's probably about 30 minutes from where I live. And as you can see back here, you can see all the flags behind me. Definitely a lot of history in this town. I'm gonna walk over you guys and show you guys a few things here. Let me turn the camera around. See here, this is very deserty out here. A lot of desert life out here. You can see the Saguaro Cactus over there. We're gonna cross the street really quick here. Come over on this side. And like I said, this town is really, really old. It's been around since the 1800s. A lot of history here. I'm sorry, I have the camera aiming down, but you can see it's very, very deserty out here. It's actually, in the summertime, it's a lot warmer out here than it is in other areas. For example, where I live, right in midsummer this summer, got to about 119, the hottest. And then out here, they reached up to 123, I believe. So definitely a lot warmer out here. I don't know what it is about this area, but as you can see, kind of an old town. I mean, it's not the best town here. You can see the blue agaves. If you guys don't know about agaves, this is where they make tequila out of. So this is where tequila comes from. Let's move on back here. Just thought it'd be pretty cool. I actually know this town pretty well because when I first moved out here to Arizona back in 2012, I actually used to work out here. And I'll show you guys a little bit about where I used to work at almost 10 years ago, actually. Wow, hard to believe. You see this little mural here. For those of you that aren't from Arizona, don't know much about it, this is our state cactus right here, Saguaro Cactus. And I'm going to show you really quick how tall they are in a minute, because these things can grow up to about 100 feet in height. And let me pause the camera really quick. And as you can see how tall it is right next to me. I mean, this thing is like, I would say 12 feet high maybe, so they're pretty big. See the mural behind me right here. It's another of these arms that grow on the Saguaro cactuses. As you can see there's one behind me right there. It can take about 100 years for that arm just to grow on that cactus. So these cactuses can live up to over 1,000 years, so they're definitely really old cactuses out here. I honestly don't remember what these are called, but these are a different type of cacti that's out here locally. Let me switch the camera around really quick and show you guys some more stuff. Of course, the prickly pear cactus and the famous cholla cactus out here. So a lot of cactus out here in Arizona. It's what it's known for. We are in a desert. So yeah, definitely just wanted to show you guys a little bit of Apache Junction before we get to thrifting. Like I said, there is two Goodwills out here in the area, so we're gonna do both Goodwills. And guys, really quick, shout outs to Sarah Saguaro. Make sure to check out her videos, guys. She works really hard on her videos. Leave her comment, let her know Mr. Gamerz sent you. Leave me a comment, tell me what you guys think of Apache Junction, Arizona. And I actually, now as I'm walking out here, I wanted to welcome the newest member of the Game and Thrift Flippers. We have a new member now who has joined us. She's actually an old school friend of mine. She has a lot of background on video editing and stuff, so she's actually is our new editor. We welcome you to Game and Thrift Flippers. Stephanie Romero, welcome aboard, I'm sorry. I know you're watching. And she's doing a great job. She's been editing some of our videos, I think since last week, and she's been doing an awesome job at it, so we're definitely happy to have her along. I've known Stephanie since elementary. So I was probably 11 or 12 years old, with some elementary school years. And she's very talented. And the other thing I was going to say is I have given Stephanie full creative control over the channel. Now, everything we do here, let me switch the camera around so you guys can see me real quick. Everything we do on this channel, I wanted to explain something. Nothing is scripted. A lot of these YouTube channels that you see, reselling channels and stuff, a lot of stuff is scripted on these channels. Our product, we don't run scripts, we don't practice anything. Everything is just pretty much live, whatever goes. So what I mean that Stephanie has full creative control of the channel is she's got a lot of ideas and new stuff to bring to the channel. Nothing's scripted, like I said, but she does have a lot of good ideas, and you guys will start seeing some of that stuff coming soon to the channel. So definitely, Stephanie, we welcome you and we thank you for all the hard work you've been doing for us, Stephanie. But anyways, there we got the cactuses again. One last look before we walk back. Let me switch the camera around again. You can see there is a famous antique mall there. I've actually been in there. It's not that great, but these buildings have been around for many, many years. So a lot of history in this town. I'm going to show you guys really quick where I used to work at, so you guys can see what Mr. Gamers used to do back in 2012. But anyways, guys, we're going to go to Goodwill. After that, we're going to hit two Goodwills out here. Hopefully we do good. And let's move on and see what we can find at Goodwill. As you can see over here, this is a park out here in Apache Junction. Up there, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Those are the famous Superstition Mountains out here. A lot of history in those mountains. There was a German miner back in the 1800s who actually hid a treasure in those mountains. I'm sorry. And do you remember the program? I think it was called Gold Hunters or something like that. They've been trying to find that gold, and they have not been successful. That gold has been hidden there since the 1800s, and nobody has been able to find it. The other thing about these mountains is there's a lot of supernatural activity. People claim. The fact this whole town is a lot of supernatural stuff going on. It is an old town, like I mentioned, so there's a lot of that stuff going on here. Get a better view of the Superstition. Sorry, it's a really gloomy day today. There's the Superstition Mountains out there. A lot of alien activity behind those mountains out there too. People have claimed to see UFOs going in there and coming out. Suspicious military stuff going on there. A lot of military planes fly through there. Who knows really what is happening in there. But yeah, those are the famous Superstition Mountains. A lot of history there. There is actually 4 lakes back there. I mean, it looks close, but it's not. The lake's probably about an hour away from here. But there is 4 big lakes back there. There's a river with the famous Salt River, and then also there is a waterfall, but that is a huge hike. I did it once years ago when I first moved out here to Arizona, but it is quite a hike to get up there. So maybe one day when it's a nicer day, we'll go up there and take a look. But yeah, wanted to give you a little tour on the Superstition Mountains, and those are the famous Superstition Mountains back there. And this right here is the area. It's starting to rain, so I'm not going to come out, I think. But this is where I used to work at back in 2012 when I first moved to Arizona. This is the park ranger's office. I did some work in there. I was not a park ranger, but I did some work in there. And then I was moved over to the IT office, which is more computerized stuff and working on computers and stuff. And I worked there for a while. I used to hear a lot of stuff. Like I used to work in this building. We used to hold meetings in here, and sometimes it was more quiet in here to work, so I used to come in here to work, do some work. I used to hear voices and stuff. I don't know, like I said, this whole town is just like haunted big time. Like if you want to find ghosts, come here to Apache Junction, and look at the size of this Saguaro Cactus. This thing is huge. So I was telling you guys about. But yeah, I worked here in 2012. Like I said, I used to hear a lot of stuff. And then I was moved to the multi-generation building, which is this building right here. This building is like a complex sports building. There's a lot they do. There's gyms and there's a gym in there. There's basketball courts, tennis, a lot of stuff, fun stuff. It's provided by the city of Apache Junction, and I actually worked here. So I worked in those buildings and then for a few months, and then they moved me here 2012, and then I actually worked here for about 2 years, I think, in this building here. And well, if I told you the stories about that building, the stuff that I heard and I would see, there's showers in there, showers would come on all of a sudden on its own late at night. Sometimes I used to close at nights, and for no reason the showers would come on, and just a lot of strange activity in this building here. And I can go on and on and on. I'll be here all day telling you all my stories, but it's definitely a haunted building. And it's not really that old. It was built in 2005. And then right here next door we have the library. He didn't work there, but yeah, there's a lot of history in these buildings. Except who knows if this building was built over something. It's just crazy to me how much crazy supernatural activity could go on in just one building. And back here was actually a nice little area for hiking. You can see here, I'm not gonna get down because it's raining. I got Sophie with me, and I know a lot of you are probably saying, why don't you take Sophie for a walk? But I honestly will not take Sophie for a walk here in this area, because this is Rattlesnake City out here. Oh my gosh, so all the rattlesnakes I saw out here when I used to work out here, it was crazy. I've never seen so many rattlesnakes in my life. A lot of Gila monsters, wild boars, coyotes, scorpions the size of my hand. Definitely all the desert creatures live in this area out here. A lot of venomous creatures, and yeah, it was great. I would definitely not live out here. If you don't like that sort of stuff, I definitely don't recommend you to move to Apache Junction, because I did see, especially the rattlesnakes. It is Rattlesnake City out here, and I'm not joking. I mean, literally, I would walk from this building at nights to one of the other buildings that I showed you, and right in midsummer, I was guaranteed to see a rattlesnake somewhere. So you have to be really careful walking here at nights. Right now, this time of the year, they're kind of hibernating, so you really don't see them. Not to say that they won't come out, because I did see a few in the wintertime, but they don't come out as much as they do in the summertime. But yeah, it's definitely, if you're out here at night, be really careful in Apache Junction, because there is rattlesnakes like crazy out here. But yeah, guys, this is the building I used to work at, and I just wanted to show you and share you guys my story about this building. It's brings back a lot of memories. And again, the huge saguaro cactuses that we talked about earlier. But alright guys, let's go to some Goodwills. We got 2 Goodwills, like I said, out here, and let's see what we can find over there. So I have arrived to the first Goodwill here in Apache Junction, Arizona. I am masked. Oh, you can't see me that well, but I am masked up. There is a lot of homeless people that live in this town, so definitely a good idea to mask up while here. Superstition Mountains are just east of me right here. So there's 2 Goodwills, like I said, out here. This is the first one, and let's see what we can find. Alright, so let's talk about what I just found right now. I found all these 4K movies here. Angry Birds. Let's see here. These are all going in the 4K collection. And a copy of NHL 19, brand new and sealed. Everything's there, and it's only $4.29. And then the other cool thing I found for myself is Cobra Kai t-shirt. It's in good condition, my size, so checking that as well. So the one thing I did want to point out about all these 4K movies that I picked up today, as you can see, they were all priced at $4.29, but when I paid, they rang up at $2 a piece. I'm not sure if it were sometimes, because they do sometimes like certain colors that they'll have on sale. I'm not sure if blue tags were probably on sale. I really don't know what happened. I didn't question it though. I mean, $2, I got it half off, but every single one of them came out to $2, so that's definitely not bad at all. And, you know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. So, and then a lot of really good titles here, as you can see, that I picked up today. I do collect 4K media, so pretty much all this stuff is for my collection. It's not really going to get sold. Sometimes there's certain things that are not that great. Maybe I'll sell them, I don't know, but they're all complete. As you can see, you get the Blu-ray disc and you get the 4K disc. And then some of them in here actually have, it's like 3 of them actually that have the actual 3D disc. Remember the 3D TVs? I actually still have one. That's actually the TV I used to test all my stuff in. So definitely not bad at all, guys. So happy I found all these 4Ks. I don't think I've ever found this many 4Ks out of Goodwill, and especially for $2 a piece. Definitely not bad. Copy of NHL 19 like you guys saw. This is brand new and sealed. I already have NHL 22, 21. This is the only one that I was missing in the collection, so I'm gonna end up keeping this. So I'm glad I found this as well. And this was actually rung up actually at $4.29. So that's what makes me think if the color, if the blue tags maybe were half off, maybe. I don't know what happened, but I didn't question it. Better for me, right? Anyways, guys, just wanted to share that with you guys really quick.
1 hour later.
So the second Goodwill here in Apache Junction. Wow, for being a small city, a lot of resellers out here. Talk about reseller crazy. Let's see what this is. The last Goodwill out here, so let's see what they have in here. So I found this VCR. It's a VCR DVD combo. It's only $12, and I noticed this thing's been selling in the $50 range, so I'm definitely gonna pick it up. I'm gonna test it though in a minute to see if it works. I found all these brand new and sealed Blu-rays. I'm gonna look them up too, and I'm gonna let you guys know in a minute what I end up going home with. So I did find this board game. It's actually vintage from 1995, as I show it here in a minute. There you go. You can see it's from 1995. Brand new and sealed, and it's only $3. These things have been selling in the $40 to $50 range when I looked it up, so it's definitely worth picking up, you know. And as you can see down here are the Blu-rays that I picked up. These are the ones that are actually worth my time. These were all selling for good money. They're all brand new and sealed, so definitely a good find. Really quick, I wanted to show you guys, this is Desert Flames Topless Gentlemen's Club, and the reason I'm not going inside, guys, don't get too excited, but the reason that I wanted to show you guys this here in Apache Junction, and I'll explain right now really quick. Let me turn the camera around. Sorry, it's a little windy out here. The reason I wanted to talk about this is this local was telling me about this place. Apparently this place has been around since the 1960s, I guess. It's a really old town, and this place, as you can see behind me, the building is kind of old. I've never been in here. I already know a lot of people are going to ask me that, but there's a lot of history in this building. A lot of he was saying and again, I don't know if any of this is true because I looked it up and I couldn't really find any information, but he did say that a lot of famous people would come to this particular strip club back in the 1960s and the early 70s. He didn't really say who, but yeah, definitely a lot of history here. And I just wanted to show you guys this really quick here in Apache Junction. And like I said, I don't know if any of this is true, but it's just crazy that this building has been here, or this strip club here has been here since the 1960s, and it's still running in business. It's a little dead right now, but I'm sure it gets busy at nights. But I just wanted to point out this little bit of history here at the minute. So let's get moving. Getting ready to leave Apache Junction. We did find a lot of stuff. At least it was mostly film-related stuff, movies, 4Ks stuff. So it wasn't really a wasted trip. The only game I found was that NHL 19, but definitely was not, you know, a wasted trip out here. Guys, as always, remember, always share, like, and subscribe. We work really hard on our videos. And let me know in the comments what you think of Apache Junction, Arizona, guys. Once again, guys, thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful day.